If you are a teacher, parent, administrator, student, and/or anyone who loves reconnecting children with nature, and you want to figure out how to cultivate learning gardens and nature-based curriculum, then this is the podcast, the Outdoor Classrooms podcast. My name is Victoria Hackett. I am the founder of Outdoor-Classrooms.com and the Secret Gardens Nature Classes. I love witnessing the magic that happens when children are playfully learning outdoors. Observing the return of wonder and curiosity when children are interacting with nature is pure magic. This is the podcast that is going to help you capture children's interest and give you not only inspiration, but some real life strategies that are going to help you figure out how to use the outdoor space, your outdoor space, as a teaching tool, so you can enlighten the playful learning experience for young children. Welcome to our Outdoor Classrooms community. Hey there, in today's episode called Nature's Classroom, Unleashing the Science Behind Outdoor Learning, really comes close to home. I wanted to talk more deeply about this topic, really looking at the science behind why we do what we do. And I wanted to showcase some of the research and really answering that question of why outdoors? Why do I have an entire podcast that is called Outdoor Classrooms? And why is it so important to get this movement on topic and getting folks talking more about the benefits of outdoor learning, and hopefully that in turn will motivate us as educators, as parents, to spend more time outside. So I want to begin with the cognitive benefits of outdoor learning. And it is proven to say that research has shown that students who engage in outdoor education programs often perform better on standardized tests and have improved academic outcomes. Studies continue to indicate that the hands-on learning approach in natural settings boosts students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills. I have seen this firsthand, and I think that's why I have become so incredibly passionate about creating outdoor classrooms, inviting children into these outdoor spaces, and inviting educators to connect their curriculum to the outdoors. It is shown to say that children also have enhanced attention and focus. So a study published in the Journal of Environment and Behavior highlights how exposure to natural environments can increase attention span and concentration, particularly for children with attention deficit disorders. And yes, I have seen this firsthand in many of our sessions, our nature classes at the Secret Gardens Outdoor Classrooms. And I've also heard from educators in programs and schools that I do workshops for, that they too have witnessed this academic improvement through outdoor education. I have heard educators tell stories about how the children that are bouncing off the walls and they're the children with the most behavior issues inside the classroom actually become the leaders outside of the classroom. When children are given the space, when they're given the freedom, when they're given time outdoors to explore, to connect, oftentimes they're the ones that their focus level is going to extend. The second piece that I wanted to talk about is the emotional and social benefits of being outdoors. So emotional well-being, as we all know, is a critical component to all of our well-beings, especially for children. It can be tough thinking about them all day long inside a classroom that's really, really loud. And therefore, numerous studies have indicated that spending time in nature reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. The calming effect of natural settings provides a safe place for emotional expression and reduces instances of classroom behavior issues. So we've had here in the North Shore of Massachusetts, we've had a lot of wildfires recently, and a lot of our programs that are nature-based, that are typically outdoors, have had to go indoors during this time because the air quality has been so challenging and not healthy for any of us. So many of these nature-based educators have really noticed, and this is something that we've talked about in our Circle membership community, and how difficult it was to go inside and be among the classes that spend most of their time indoors. And this it was shocking because it was here we are in the North Shore of Massachusetts, and I always think of maybe the fires being out in California, but it's really a global issue. And when the air quality and when you are checking the air quality to see if you can even go outdoors, it's an issue. And so how does that affect the emotional well-being of not only ourselves as educators, but also the emotional well-being of our children? So thinking about when we can go outside and to be outside, and noticing the difference between when we are able and free to go outside, how that within itself reduces the stress, the anxiety, depression, because we just feel better outside. Then also, it twofold, looking at the social skills and the teamwork that happens when children are outdoors. There are more opportunities. There are more organic opportunities to tap into these skills. So when we create outdoor learning environments, it often requires students, if we create these invitations for learning, so to speak, these invitations require students to work together on tasks. They're fostering improved social skills and teamwork. Research by Richard Love in 2008 outlines how nature deficit disorder can negatively affect social relationships, highlighting the importance of natural interactions. And again, depending on the age of who is listening to this podcast, if we can look back into at least my own childhood, there was this natural interactions. Kids were just out and about on the streets. Parents told us to come back inside when the street lamp turns on. There were these messages. Today, there's a lot of fear. So what happens to our children if they don't have that freedom and abundance to be out and about, to find kids out on the street and to create those social skills and teamwork? We have to then, in our nature-based programs, to create nature-based programs in outdoor classrooms so children can have those experiences. So we want to think about that. We want to think about building the emotional growth through outdoor activities. What can we put into our outdoor classrooms, into our outdoor spaces that will enhance the social skills and teamwork? So one of the things we did at the Secret Gardens Outdoor Classroom for our after-school program, I put elements of the Three Little Pigs. So I had straw barrels, I had a crate full of bricks, red bricks, and I had a crate full of branches and sticks and whatnot. And I just created it as an invitation and let the kids know that it was about the Three Little Pigs. And they went to town. They started acting it out. They started putting it together. They start building the houses. And one kid wanted to be the big bad wolf, and the other kids decided they were going to be the Three Little Pigs and whatnot. So acting this whole out, it was this enhancing their social skills, their teamwork. They had to work together. They got so excited. They were their voices started to rise, and I had to remind them to it's okay, we're all going to get a turn, and so on and so forth. So it was incredible to witness the negotiating that they had to go through, the teamwork that they had to work towards to make this all happen and work. They even decided that they would have an audience, and some kids wanted to just watch the show. And the same, very similar thing happened with my younger group, my parent-child group, when a child decided that she wanted to take the puppets outdoors. So outdoors, we created a makeshift puppet show theater. And the same type of thing happened, that they really were taking the puppets and they were creating a story, and we helped them along and did a Once Upon a Time, and then all of a sudden they too worked together in creating a very sweet short story. So this social emotional twist, adding literacy and all of these components into that, is such a wonderful opportunity for growth. The next one I want to talk about is the physical benefits of being outdoors. So when kids are outdoors, there is an increased physical activity. They are able to move. So a study in the Journal of Pediatrics discusses how outdoor learning promotes higher levels of physical activity compared to traditional classroom settings. So you can imagine they're outdoors, they're moving around, They might have learning stations outdoors. Again, that promotes learning and moving, as opposed to maybe they're sitting at their desks inside. Maybe they are leaving their desks, but they're not walking very far to get to the next learning station. So this can lead, being outdoors can lead to better health, better physical health, and prevention of childhood obesity, simply by going outdoors and moving your activities outdoors. So it also can enhance the development of motor skills. So outdoor play and education improves children's motor skills through activities that require physical movement, coordination, balance, and studies have shown that outdoor activities can enhance fine and gross motor skills. So again, in our Secret Gardens outdoor classroom, we had a little guy that was not necessarily using the materials for the Three Little Pigs, but decided to do a lot of transferring. He was a lot younger and decided to do a lot of the transferring. So he actually transferred. We have a little boat in our Secret Gardens makerspace garden, and he decided to transfer the hay barrels into the boat. This is heavy lifting. And he decided to, and again, really small little guy, decided to take the branches, which were very big to him, and put them in the boat as well. This heavy lifting was incredible. Then he decided, which was amazing to me, to take the bricks. And he decided to take the bricks and put them in the boat. It was incredible, this heavy lifting. I'm imagining that he had a wonderful sleep that night, but incorporating these type of things into your outdoor classroom, again, for one group, it was a whole theatrical theater. For a younger group, it was just the act of transferring and moving things and establishing that motor developing, that upper body strength. So thinking about what could you add to your outdoor classroom to promote physical development. So my next section here is I want to talk a little bit about the overarching implications of this in our future direction. So again, I want to thinking about the whole child, the social, emotional, the cognitive, the physical, all of this components, and how we can incorporate that into our outdoor classroom. So again, there's challenges with anything that we do. There's challenges with anything that is new and different, and all of those challenges need to be thought upon and considered when we are implementing nature-based curriculum and outdoor classrooms on a larger scale into our regular day. And this is what we do at Outdoor Classrooms. And Outdoor-Classrooms.com, we have not only individual master classes that you can take, we have 1-hour workshops to pick up information. We also have an incredible Outdoor Classrooms teacher certification program. Depending on how deep you want to go in, you can take a 1-hour workshop. You can even join our membership if you're looking for community, and or you can go and really dig deep and get certified. So it is important to really look at the future directions of all this, the areas of this research, and that a lot of this work is backed by incredible research in outdoor learning. So we want to think about, in unleashing the science behind the outdoor learning, we want to remember that yes, there is research based on the actions of why we are doing this. There is research specific to the cognitive benefits. There's, again, the research specific to the emotional and social benefits, and also the physical benefits. So all of these journals of pediatrics, Richard Love's work, and the Journal of Environment and Behavior, all of these pieces of work and research has brought us to where we are today. And where we are today is we can catapult this movement if we all can take one action a day, take our children outdoors, open the door, read a book outdoors, create a mud kitchen, and learn more about all the different things and how you can transform your outdoor space into a learning space. And today, it's really talking about the why, and understanding that yes, there is research that is based on the why we need to do this, and why we should all be feeling so strongly about opening the door and getting our kiddos outdoors. And most importantly, if our children are in our care and we're teachers and we want to, how can we connect what we're doing outdoors to our curriculum? So I encourage you to share this episode with educators, parents, or anyone interested in the benefits of outdoor learning. And I also want to remind you to subscribe to our podcast for more insights and discussions. And so when the next one drops, you will be reminded. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll talk soon. Thanks for listening. There are 3 ways that you can get involved in our Outdoor Classrooms community. The first thing is you can go to www.outdoor-classrooms.com to find our free nature-based book list library. That's a PDF with lists of books with links to them where they are all sectioned off into the 4 types of gardens. So it's a wonderful, wonderful resource that is free to you. We pulled that out of the shop to offer it for free. Secondly, if you really want to get to know us a little bit more, join one of our workshops. We have live workshops. We have pre-recorded workshops. You can go to our workshop library. You'll learn about our live workshops through our weekly seedling news. And thirdly, if you would like to dig even deeper and join our community, it's called the Circle Community, and it is absolutely amazing. If you are looking for a community of like-minded educators and or parents that are really seeking to create and cultivate outdoor classrooms and nature-based curriculum and really looking to be a part of a movement that is really changing the face of education. Again, it's up to you. Join us in any of those 3 different ways. Talk to you soon. Bye.